guys. So it's Monday. Is it Monday? I think it's Monday. Oh, the weekend. I just spent the weekend fiddling about, fartassing about with websites and links and broken links. I mean, the whole weekend. And then setting up the Art Flag shop, which has taken ages. I haven't even got a product up yet. Well, I've got one. Absolute nightmare. Just, really overwhelming. So I've been shopping and in an attempt really to create some sort of equilibrium in my life. But then I think it just makes it worse because you think, oh God, I've just spent 400 quid. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about that. I am going to talk about Strata 7. I can't believe I'm on Strata 7 already. Strata 7 of the Book of Immersion, Volume 1, Jerome and the Scritters, Trade and Barter. Now, there is a skeleton issue up, which I wrote ages ago. So it's going to be rehashed this morning. I'm going to do one thing at a time. So the first thing is to do the words, get the words right. There's a beautiful bit of artwork already up, which I'm going to keep. I really like that. I want to go back and do the artwork for the others again. I want to get them up on Amazon again, the new versions, the versions that are the same as the audiobook. So many versions going round of the same piece, you know, because I published them a few years ago. And I mean, this is the curse of the writer. In the olden days, a writer would write something and then take it to the publisher, and the publisher would trash it. And it would have to go to the copywriter, and all of these things, you know, would occur. And then there'd be first draft, second draft, 10th draft, 20th draft. And then it would go to press after that. And then 10 years down the line, they'd take it off the shelves and take words like fat out because it's deemed offensive. I've used fat in my book. I have used it at least once, maybe more. We know what fat means. We don't need to be told. We know exactly what it means. It means you're overweight. God. Right. So it's about trade and barter. And there I was thinking yesterday, I've got songs. I've already written songs, but I've written love songs. So whenever there was a lovey bit in the book, I wrote a song, or a crime bit. I found, I'd already done those pretty much. But I haven't written a trade and barter song. And I was just sitting here thinking, God, that's going to be a bit difficult. Now, when you are making music for the internet and it's for a film, and it's not going to be, you know, you don't need a string quartet and a piano, much as that would be beautiful. Of course it would. But I'm not that traditional, although I'm a classical musician, but I'm not that traditional. I'm quite modern. So I thought, I guess I could just think of it in terms as a really long, a fat, if you like, a fat ringtone. So I'm going to start with a ringtone and I'm going to fatten it up into a tune. And I'm going to do that today. And I'm not going to be particular about the composition in terms of structure and music. I'm going to use I might use some found stuff. You know, I might bang a few pots and pans. And I might do some weird howling. And I would just want to be a bit weird for this one, basically. Because I do think the last couple of songs have been quite, they've been very folky and a bit ballad, singer-songwriter, and I kind of want to move away from that. I'm an experimental artist beyond anything. And as the story progresses, the story becomes much more interesting and experimental. And I think the music needs to follow that. So that's what I'm going to do today. And I'm hoping it'll relieve me from having spent far too much money because I'm decorating the house, you see. And I mean, that's where most of the money has gone, although I did buy some trousers. But generally, you know, I've set up my new TV show, so I have to look nice. I mean, you've got to look good, guys, when you're a musician. Even if you're an old one like me, you still have to look bloody out there and different. You know, people expect it of you. You're a trailblazer. You need to look. I mean, if you're making weird music, you're not. Well, actually, I was going to say you're not going to be in a suit, but then I thought of Sparks back in the day, and they were very weird in their suits. Or the one was in a suit, wasn't he? So, you know, but you know what I mean? Now, if I just turned up in a suit, oh, it would look quite good. Maybe I should get myself a suit and a tie, and my pink platforms. Yes. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go to Temu in a minute and buy a suit. Last thing I'm going to buy. The thing with Temu is it's so bloody cheap, and there are musical things on there. Have a look. There are musical instruments. Don't buy anything posh. And I wouldn't buy anything electrical. But there are some, sort of percussion instruments. I've got loads of them. Also, AliExpress, really good for percussion instruments, actually, because I was going to do some dropship stuff. So yeah, all in all, you can get a bargain. You don't need to go to. I mean, I've just spent £1,700 on a viola. Still hasn't come, but it's coming any week. It's about mixing and matching. It's a bit like my clothes. Some are from Temu and some are from Louis Vuitton and what have you. So it just depends. I haven't got any Louis Vuitton. I don't even like Louis Vuitton. But I have got some posh stuff too. Prada, etc. I quite like Prada. Anyway, what am I talking about? I'm just bloody rubbish today. So I'm a little bit delirious. Because I've had a hectic weekend, and now I've got to go and get some food, otherwise I'll starve. And also I've got to write a song about trade and barter. I've already got the riff. I already know exactly what I'm going to do, and it's actually quite cool. It could. I mean, this is the thing when you're a songwriter, isn't it? It could be the best thing you've ever written when you've got this really weird, thing that you've got to write about. Like, how on earth can you do that? It can be that those restrictions can cause you to make something, absolutely amazing, or you could just make something shite. I mean, it's either or, isn't it? So feeling a bit like that today. So probably no live cello and no live piano in this one. I'm probably just going. No, well, I always do a bit of live piano, but not a big piano solo like I normally do. None of that shenanigans going on. Keep it simple. I'm going to try and do it before tomorrow. And then, of course, we've got to do the film. And it's nice that, I'm on chapter 7 already. And I was thinking about doing one every 2 weeks. And I just thought, no, I'm in the groove now. I like to do it, once a week. It's just beautiful when you look at it and you think, wow, that's really mounting up into something a little bit fantastic, And the royalties, they'll start to come in at a faster rate of knots because, if you're writing your own material, it's all about the lyrics. And if you're getting those done, and you're giving people the opportunity to perform your music, because all my music is available as a score as well. So, I'm signed up for PRS. You've got all these things to take into consideration. It's very exciting, but you've got to keep at it and you've got to keep doing it on and on and on and on, I'm afraid. So yeah, that's the state of today. There will be a little bit of piano. One more thing. Oh yes, there's always one more thing. So I was thinking about how I can really, hello Romeo, come along, how I can really ignite some interest for me personally as a performer and an artist into the Suzuki school. And I'm going to be doing mindful piano. And the reason I'm choosing piano is because they're so cheap to get hold of. People can get a keyboard. And it's going to be part meditation, part wellness, part holistic, part Suzuki. Not all the lessons, but I'm going to call it Wellness Suzuki. And I had a go at it yesterday, and it was just the breathing and playing the notes. As little as one note can really take you into another worldly state. If you're doing it yourself, you need to do this yourself. This is a practitioner based theory. There's no good watching it or listening to it. You've got to do it. You have to become the creator of the sound that you're engaging with and that you're breathing with. Do you see what I mean? There's no point in just listening to me. But I'm going to show you on the Suzuki show, the Suzuki school over at Lounges, how to do it from very small beginnings. And the wonderful thing will be that eventually you'll be a really calm musician, a really calm professional musician, because you would have done a meditative class with me every day, and you will be learning to play music as well as creating a musician who doesn't get stressed about things, because the biggest curse to so many musicians is stress. I see it all the time. So I'm really excited about that. So yeah, actually quite a busy day ahead, quite a busy week. Hope you can join me across all my various platforms with what I'm doing. Yeah, well, that's it. Have a happy, happy Monday, guys. And if you get time, go and read chapters 1 to 6 on YouTube. You can watch the videos. The videos are all done and up there now on YouTube and on lounges, but they're a bit slower on lounges. I'm a bit slack, really, a bit slack on there. I will improve. I mean, it's just so hectic at the moment. One more thing, I was uploading in 4K. It was taking 4 or 5 hours to upload a video. Not happening anymore. I've shrunk them right down. So you can still get HD, but not 4K. If you want 4K ones, obviously I'm going to keep all those, and they will be available perhaps to buy at a later date or something. I don't know what I'll do with them. We'll see. Perhaps when I'm famous, I could sell DVDs with an artwork, an illustrated print, framed print with the CD. Well, that would be quite nice, wouldn't it? Just something like that. But certainly not at the moment. I haven't got time for that at the moment. There's too many other awesome things going on. So have a great week and play some music. Play some music for me. Play some music, put it on YouTube, and tag me in it, and I'll go and have a listen. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? We could do that. Okay, guys, take care.